Okay, Suit, I'm ready when you are.
Alrighty, Moisty, I've actually travelled to the past and I've discovered an article that I've brought back to the present which talks about somebody who has been to the future.
Seems legit.
It is legit.
What? Hang on. Anxiety and depression brought on by time travel. Are you sure this isn't a Poe suit?
I'm absolutely positive. Moisty, look, just because you haven't experienced these symptoms doesn't mean they're not true. Since we haven't actually experienced time travel yet, we can't say that this isn't a side effect of time travel. Listen and believe.
Yes, do feel free to leave some lovely comments in the description of the video that I have linked in the description of this video. When you're finished with that comment, please hashtag it Suit Mafia. No, sorry, Sloot Mafia.
Hello to everybody who's watching me right now.
Why, hello there, time traveler. Should I address you Time Lord? Time Master? Dickhead on drugs?
You haven't been paying attention, have you, Moisty? He asked you to call him Noah.
I want to be clear while making this video. It is not my intent to deceive anybody.
Words uttered, I'm sure, by those that believe they can create legitimate time machines and have set up GoFundMes to do so.
To be fair, that GoFundMe was not made by Noah. Noah can still be telling the truth.
My sole objective is to prove to you that time travel exists in the next few years.
If that is indeed your purpose, I can hardly wait for the evidence.
You won't have to wait long, because apparently it's not that far off. Just keep watching.
In fact...
Ooh, drum roll please.
Seriously, Moisty, Omegon, after the video I just made, you do a collab with me and you want a drum roll? Okie dokie, here we go.
I, myself, am a time traveler.
Fuck off.
I have traveled back to November 13th, 2017, from early in the year 2021.
Alright. I am the Shermanator. A sophisticated sex robot sent back through time to change the future for one lucky lady.
I have traveled back to November 13th, 2017, from early in the year 2021. First of all of time travel will become possible in the year 2003. It is, however, only used by top-secret organizations.
Right, now into the more nitty-gritty, and my first question, the most important question. How on earth did you travel through time? What did you use? Was it a TARDIS, a DeLorean, a vortex manipulator, or sorcery derived from toads, baby's tears, and a fucking pineapple?
Now come on, Moisty. Be fair. We can't buy the flux capacitor yet.
The ability to time travel is not planned to be released to the public until 2028.
Next, you're going to tell me that there's going to be a temporal Cold War, and that only Captain Archer can save us.
No, not Captain Archer. Wait for it. It's going to be Captain Trump.
Sorry, just give me a minute.
You're either coming off your meds, which I recommend you take for the delusions you are airing, or you are one hell of an actor.
My natural year is 2021.
His natural year is 2021. I bet a fuckload of things have changed since 2017.
This is the time period in which I spend most of my life.
Let's say for a second I believe you and that you come from a period 3 and a bit years ahead of us. Why on earth venture back to 2017? Based on what's happened this year, it hasn't been that great, and unless you're about to tell us that Trump wins the next election, I don't really see a point. In fact, another really important question. Do you happen to have next week's lottery numbers? Because I could really do with them.
This is the time period that I belong in, but I've been fired. I can't get back to my time. I'm stuck here.
Am I supposed to feel sorry for him? He does realise that he's only 3 and a bit years away from the time period he is supposedly from, which he would have already lived through this, which means, if anything, he's got an advantage over everyone else. If he paid a bit of attention, he may have picked up on some potential lottery numbers, horse race winners, and could go on to make a lot of money and live it up, and then spend the next 3 years quite happily waiting to get back to the year he was from. This is starting to unravel pretty quickly.
More importantly, he's only 3 years away from his natural time year. And if he's working as a time traveller, even if it's in secret right now, that company would still be in operation now because it's only 3 years ago. So he could just walk over to that company, knock on the door and say, hey, look, I work for you guys. You should know this because it's only 3 years ago. Can you please send me back to my time period? Why would they banish him from 2021? Dickhead.
Instead of spending $700 feeding the gentleman, who is quite clearly distressed and deluded, would it not have been cheaper and simpler to try and jog his memory as to where he parked his DeLorean?
What better way to make an absolute fucking mockery of your own paranormal group than to endorse this fucking crap, believe it, and even send $700 to a guy who claims he's from the future 3 years from now? Paranormal elite, you are morons.
I would like to give you specific facts about the future that prove to you time travel exists, including who the President of the United States is in 2021.
Based on the current actions of the DNC, I think we all know Donald Trump is going to win the next election. Sorry, Hitler. Now about those lottery numbers.
In just 4 years, you will see that my predictions are true. Then you'll come back to this video and know that time travel really does exist. In 2028, the private organizations will admit to the world that time travel is real.
I know this must seem a little overwhelming.
Now I'll tell you the reality of our future. For one, electric cars and self-driving cars will be dramatically improved.
That is not predicting the future. We have already seen major advancements made in both, some of which have been noted in the news very recently, and the UK has already put into place a law that cars that run on petrol and diesel will be abolished by a certain year.
Many people are spending a lot of their time in virtual reality. I would highly recommend investing your time and money in sustainable energy, virtual reality, and artificial intelligence. AI will also be a huge and growing market in 2021.
You've got more chance of me investing it in a sex robot than you have in sustainable energy.
I'm curious. Do you like using sex toys?
There will also become a very popular device, sort of like a Google Glass, that will look like a normal pair of glasses but have a processing power of today's desktop computers, if you know what I mean.
Great. So an overpowered pair of shades that nobody will be able to afford to buy or want to wear because they know they won't be able to function while wearing them. You certainly can't drive while wearing them, you can't walk down the street while wearing them, and in fact I think there's more chance you're going to get hit by a car crossing a street because you forgot to look where you were going, or if you did look where you were going, you couldn't see it properly because your vision was obscured by whatever porn you were watching on your glasses.
Now I'm going to tell you the winner of the 2020 presidential election in America.
Suit, I think we're going to need another one of those drum rolls, please.
Alright. Because you asked so nicely, I'll present you another one of these drum rolls.
Promise that the President of the United States after 2020 election will be Donald J. Trump.
At this point in time, I'm more inclined to believe this is a full-drawn conclusion. The DNC is in disarray. Identity politics are at the heart of it all. that ostracizes a lot of people, alienates even more voters, and makes it easier for someone like Donald Trump to win. So I'm still yet to be convinced that you are time travel and not just some junkie who hasn't taken whatever meds he's supposed to have taken to make him so he doesn't think he's a time traveler.
I can say this with 100% certainty.
So can I, but I'm not some wannabe time traveler.
I know many of you will not believe me.
Ding ding ding, right here.
But I am simply telling you the truth. I am not giving my opinion on Donald Trump, but rather giving you the real, raw facts. This is my intention, whether you like it or not.
Just to clarify one minor detail, whether or not your guesses are true or not, although I'm inclined to believe Trump being president in 2021 is true if Antifa haven't already killed him by then, it's not a case of believing your predictions, it's a case of not believing that you are a time traveller. You have yet to explain how you're a time traveller, what mode of transport you use to get here, a mere 3 point blah blah years from where you're from, even though technically you've already existed here.
Well, that's going to be his next big reveal. For the next video he puts out, he's going to prove to everybody by meeting himself.
How would I know which one I was?
Oh, and I read the article that accompanied this video. It's amazing. I'm going to link it in the description. You should all go read it.
He will win the re-election, do what you want with these facts, but time travel is real, and I'm a time traveler. Thank you for listening to me. Wish everyone the best future. Goodbye, and good luck.
Well, this was jolly good fun. Thank you very much for inviting me onto your channel, Suit.
Not a problem, Omegon. You're welcome anytime.
Now, if you don't mind me, I have some Sammich wenches that are very much in need of punishment.
Speaking of such, I have found a sandwich wench that might need your punishment.
Yo, what up, guys? I'm gonna teach you guys how to make a ham and cheese sandwich.
But that's up to you.
Get 2 pieces of cheese to make it extra cheesy.
Suit